You hear me? Okay, this is Dot's maiden voyage. Thought I'd bring you along. Just gonna get her out of the garage. Yeah, I've not ridden her yet, so we'll see how she goes. I'm gonna get her out first. So this is the hardest bit. Not doing a very good job. Come on, Dot. Yeah, so she's been rebuilt. I fired her up. She seems to start alright, take over alright, but I'm not taking her for a run, so this is the first time. Bit nervous, I guess, because it all might have gone to shit. That would be a shame. But she looks clean, if nothing else. Just getting her out of this bloody garage. The hardest bit. There we go. Come on, Doc. Come on. Come on. Alright. Let's see how we go. Just check if we're recording still. Yep, still recording. Alright. It's not really a moment of truth because I know she's going to start. Just what she does after starting, that's the issue. Right, neutral. Choke. No, I don't think we're going to need chokes. It started earlier today. Alright, ready? Okay, so she starts. No idling because she's got to run her piston rings in and stuff. Can you hear me right? Alright, first gear, here we go. First gear, second gear, nice and steady. Steady as she goes. Third gear, out onto the road, still so far so good. I'm just going through my mind like, what have I bolted everything down, have I tightened the chain, have I tightened the front wheel, the back wheel, did we put oil in her, did I put piston rings upside down, which I don't think is possible, but still. Right, let's go left. So we're just going to go for a ride, just for maybe 5 minutes, just to, okay, so, oh no, what did the guy say? You're supposed to let her labour in her high gear to help bed the piston rings in, so straight into fourth, to the village. Still so far so good, Dorothy. So far so good. She feels fresher, she definitely feels fresher, tighter, she seems to run better. I hope you're not getting too much wind muffle, I'll try and cover it. Yeah, she definitely feels smoother, I'd say. She's kind of riding in the same way as how she looks, which is kind of a lot newer, a lot fresher. It's amazing what a deep clean will do. I've literally just took every bolt off and scrubbed it and every bit of plastic and just stripped things down and really cleaned them, and I think visually she looks really good. Mechanically my speedo's not working. I don't think that's an issue just yet. I'll have to obviously have another look at that. Okay. It's not a bad day. It's a little bit. Well, it's not really chilly. I haven't got any gloves on, and my hands aren't too cold. It rained earlier. I didn't want to try it in the rain because I didn't want to get her wet, which I know is a bit soft. But just looking down, me indicators are a bit askew. I've obviously not got them on straight, so I need to readjust them. Got traffic coming behind me. I'm tempted to open the throttle and let's go down here. Woo! Indicators are working. Still in fourth gear. Just giving it a bit of acceleration. I'm only supposed to use a third of throttle for the first 500 miles, which seems incredibly unlikely because my excitement will see that advice broken. I've also just realised I've left the house unlocked, so if anybody's listening or watching this, could you please not burgle the house in the next 10 minutes because nobody will be there and the insurance will be void. Well, this is good. I've got to say, so far so good. I'm really loath just to open the throttle, but the way she's just pulling up here, it seems there's no bog in her. Probably a steep hill isn't ideal territory for her. Bit of a hill climb. She sounds a bit different. I guess this is always one of the reasons why I was reluctant to rebuild it, because it's, I guess you're changing the character of the bike. But, well, she needed rebuilding, so character or no character, there's not much you could do. Right, she seems to come up there alright. There's a steady third gear, part throttle. Beautiful, isn't it, up here? I think what we'll do, we'll get to the top of this road and turn round. Gearbox seems nice and smooth. We put new clutch plates in. Not necessarily that she needed them, but while engine was out, we put them in. I mean, there's nothing to comment there, because it, yeah, we worked. We set off and gear changes seem fine. That gear change to 4 went really tight and nice. Yeah, we're riding Dorothy. There's a bit of a smell coming, bit of an oily, smoky smell, but I'm assuming or imagining that's just, you know, the traces of oil that are on the exhaust and other bits of the engine while I was cleaning it that have got, you know, just burning off. So I'm assuming that's all that is. If anybody's interested, this is Yorkshire, North Yorkshire, not far from Scarborough. If you look to that direction, the sea is probably about 10 miles away. Probably a day at the seaside tomorrow, but for today, just going to stay close to home because nobody's in. And if the worst was to happen, then nobody could come and pick me up. But so I kind of want to stay within pushing distance. Shall we try third gear? Third gear, seems to go down fine. I mean, really, there shouldn't be anything to go wrong. All we've done is clean the inside of the engine effectively. What happens at, well, I'm not technical in any sense, but what happens at the top of the piston, you get all the carbon build up and the valves get gunged up with it, and obviously it just don't work as effectively or as efficiently, and it kind of loses a bit of performance and it loses a bit of smoothness. So all we've done is give it a deep clean inside the engine, replace the piston rings, which are, well, you know, the dispensable items. The piston, which I imagine to have been needed replacing as well, that remarkably is still alright after 75,000 kilometres. So I didn't need to do a rebore or put a new piston in. I'm going to turn around here rather than getting on the main road. Let's have a look. Let's see if she ticks over alright. Is she ticking over alright? She sounds healthy. Bit of a... I'll show you what she looks like. I'll show you what she looks like. Magnificent, that's what she looks like. She sounds alright. A little bit rattly. I wonder if timing chain needs tightening a bit. I haven't really got a clue. What I'm going to do, there's a mechanic down in town about 15 miles away, and he's been really interested in, you know. So I think I might nip along to him and exchange him a copy of my book, which I know is not much of a... Hold up, I'm just going to check the chain tightness of my chain. That's right. Copy of my book. If you'll just have a look and just say, yeah, you've done that right, that seems to be running alright. Just a bit of peace of mind, if nothing else, really. Because, yeah, I'll be honest, I'm a bit nervous. Well, I guess there are things to go wrong. Look at the windmills. Pretty windmills. There are things to go wrong and could have gone wrong, and I'd be quite upset if after all this effort and all this tight weight distance she's travelled that I kind of bollocks her up just through a few simple settings. So I'll probably take it down to this chap, just say, you know, do you mind having a look? And alright, it's really windy. I hope that's not too muffled. I think it might be. I've got my hand over the microphone. Still no speedo. I don't know what's... It's got a new speedo cable on it, so it should be working, but clearly it's not. The only sad thing about Dot, which I don't know if you can see, is that crack there in the headlight casing. I'm going to have to get a new headlight, I think. Headlight casing. Do my brakes work? No, not very well. They're probably just a bit... I've probably got WD-40 on a... That's my approach to cleaning, just to spray everything in WD-40. And that's probably not the best of things to be doing. But part throttle, I'm on like... Did you say a third throttle? So let's try opening it up a little bit. A bit vibey. I'd say she's... Oh, I'm dead nervous. Dead nervous. I just imagine this huge bang and this fucking sudden meltdown, and Dorothy's engine just falls out the bottom and leaves me stranded. I am dead nervous. I think this is why, like I said, I was reluctant to rebuild it, because I'm just terrified of it going wrong. I'm absolutely terrified. I don't know if you can see, but we live over there. There's the church. There's a reference point that we live near the church. So if you can just see the church in that direction, that's where we're heading now, back there. So downhill, I don't want to over downhill, because I don't want it to get carried away. I mean, she's probably feeling a bit more frisky and confident than I am. I mean, maybe if I left Dot to her own devices, she'd fly down here at 90. But obviously I can't let her do that, self-preservation and all. But so far so good, so far so good for a maiden voyage. I'm quite relieved. There's a farm here, don't know what they do, not much. Okay, so we're back on flat, gonna join main road any second. There's another motorcyclist there. You can see, you probably won't see him, but he'll be coming across this junction any second. I might flag him down and see if he wants a race. It looks like he's on a proper bike though, he is on a proper bike. Give him a nod. Give her a wave, you wanky, you didn't wave back. Bollocks to you. There's a lorry coming, I'm going to wait for the lorry. Oh, she's not ticking over very well. What's up with you, Dot? Need a bit more tick over. My neutral light's not working either, and my brakes are shit. Other than that. Right. Push is fine. You sound good, I'm gonna say, I must admit, you're sounding good, Dot. Third gear. Beautiful day now. I mean, there's a threat of rain, I suppose, but not too bad. Man walking his dog, go like a ball. That's a bloke called Richard. Richard lives in village somewhere, and bless him, it's about a 4-mile journey to main town, well, main crossroads, where he gets a bus when he's going somewhere. And he always walks it, and I passed him a few times now in car, and I always pull over and you know, hey, where are you going? Oh, you want a lift? Yeah, no, he's jumping. So I've given him a lift a few times, and then I picked up his wife the other day. She's like, did you pick up Richard, my husband? I said, yeah. Are you Nathan? She said. I said, yeah. She said, oh, lovely. So I'm like a personal taxi service for their family. But bless her, she works, volunteers in a, like a, well, I don't want to say mental home, but people who are suffering mental illnesses. So she volunteers there. So I guess it's, you know, it's the least I can do. So that's Methodist Church. That's where I go and pray every day. Not really. Pub on your left. Lorry coming towards us, right turn here. Indicators working, yeah. Down a gear, yeah. Turning. Flat out round here. Knee down, knee down. Actually one-handed. Oh dear. Don't crash, don't crash. Oh, quite happy with that. Quite happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Quite happy indeed. Quite happy indeed. Just means a bit more tick over what I'm going to do. Just keep it rolling for a second. I know you're probably bored and turned off by now, but they're still listening. I'm just going to put a bit more tick over on her, so she don't stall. Yeah, she smells a bit hot, but I think that's going to be it. That's a given. I think that's a given. Come on, Dom. So we just want touch more. That should do it. Should be alright at that. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I am going to ride into town. Go and see that guy who That mechanic I told you about. Gonna ask it of him to just have a look over it. Right, catch you later. Bye.